Right now at 10, a La Crosse library's future, what a city board decided tonight, and the community's reaction.
And a deal to stop the shutdown on Capitol Hill, how tomorrow's House vote could reopen the government.
Plus, that shutdown hitting airports across the nation, how the FAA's emergency order is impacting air travel.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Funding cuts are forcing La Crosse library leaders to make some difficult choices.
News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the newsroom with what was discussed. Jadius.
Yeah, the La Crosse Library Board voted tonight to close the North Branch Library after extensive discussion and community feedback. Board members approved the closure in the 6-2 vote as part of budget reduction plan. The decision follows a series of listening sessions where residents share what the library means to them and how cuts could impact access to services.
This is about a library and what it means to children, young families, middle families, and seniors. Do we want it? Well, sure. But do we need it? 10 times more than we want it.
Library officials say the closure helps address the $175,000 funding gap created by citywide budget reductions. Leaders say the board must make decisions about how to best serve the community with limited resources available.
We have to be really strategic. Where are we spending our money? How are we using the taxpayer dollars? And are we meeting the needs of the whole La Crosse community? Because that's our goal.
Now, the North Branch Library is scheduled to close in June of 2026 as the board begins planning the changes in the coming months. Live in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. Now to Washington, D.C. and the historic government shutdown.
Here's a live look at Capitol Hill. The House Rules Committee kicked off what's expected to be a lengthy meeting tonight ahead of Wednesday's floor vote on the funding package to reopen the government. All of this comes as SNAP benefits for millions of Americans remain in flux. CBS News' Erica Brown has the latest from Washington.
At a Veterans Day event Tuesday, President Trump congratulated Republican leaders in Congress after the Senate finally passed a funding bill to end the government shutdown.
We're opening up our country. Should have never been closed.
8 members of the Democratic caucus split with the party, voting with Republicans to support the package that will fund the government through the end of January, extend funding for SNAP benefits for a full year, and reverse shutdown-related layoffs of federal workers. But the deal does not include an extension of Affordable Care Act tax credits, the issue at the heart of the deadlock, sparking backlash from some Democrats. The Republican-controlled House of Representatives will reconvene Wednesday for the first time since the shutdown began and is expected to vote on the amended bill that could reopen the government as soon as Wednesday night. House Democrats have slammed the measure, saying they'll continue their fight for affordable health care.
And Democrats will continue to press the case to say to our Republican colleagues, you have another opportunity to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits.
SNAP benefits also remain in flux until the government reopens. Tuesday, the Supreme Court extended a temporary pause on a lower court's order that required the Trump administration to fully fund the food assistance benefits in November. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy was in Wisconsin today. He met with air traffic controllers and toured the Central Wisconsin Airport in Wausau. Duffy called on controllers to return to work before the holiday travel season. This coming as they're set to miss their second paycheck due to the shutdown.
Are we going to have air traffic controllers come into work? And if we have the controllers showing up, I think we're going to be back to regular flight schedules.
The nationwide air traffic controller shortage is affecting flights out of La Crosse. All flights connect through Chicago's O'Hare, which was ordered to reduce air traffic by the FAA.
That disproportionately hits regional airports all across the country. So, I mean, we're really, get down to, we saw yesterday we had 33% of our flights canceled because we have three departures every single day. So one of them was canceled, and there you go.
At LSE, controllers were paid throughout the shutdown because they're contract workers.
Until a deal to end the government shutdown is signed, airlines must continue to follow the FAA's emergency order to incrementally reduce flights. 6% of flights at 40 major U.S. airports have been cut, and it's expected to rise to 10% by Friday. One expert says air travel won't resume to full capacity immediately after the shutdown ends.
Canceling a few flights is a lot easier than canceling many flights. It becomes progressively more difficult because it's not just the passengers that need to get to their destinations, it's the crew, it's the aircraft.
As for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday travel rush, Albert says travel shouldn't be impacted if the shutdown ends soon. Already today, more than 1,300 flights have been canceled, according to FlightAware, with the largest impacts at Chicago O'Hare, Atlanta, and New York's LaGuardia Airport.
I tell you what, a lot of eyes on the skies tonight because of the northern lights. Had people sending me all kinds of photos from the Wazeeka area. Looking real good tonight, Greg.
Yeah, we peaked pretty much at extreme to severe levels, at least from the satellites respected of the storming levels. Maybe not quite at the ground levels, but still that's indicative of how strong they are. And it's still going on, mid-40s right now outside. We do have generally clear skies. There are some clouds out there here and there, but overall we're expecting good conditions to start off your day. Could still be a little bit of the northern lights going towards sunrise, but it should probably wane a little bit, getting up to about 48. Notice the wind starts picking up out of the west-northwest behind the system, so it will be mild, but we will have that brisk wind going on tomorrow. Similar for La Crosse, overall seasonal start, plenty of sunshine out there. That's the good news. Unfortunately, the wind will be picking up too, getting up to 49 as we get closer to noon. Overall, there's your cloud cover. We got a little bit out there, but a lot of it is pushing north and east, so unfortunately areas further north have probably had some clouds keeping some of the aurora from visible, but otherwise further south and west you go, it's still looking good. And we do have another opportunity to talk about potentially for northern lights tomorrow as the sun remains quite active. We'll break that down and then show you when we'll finally hit that 60-degree mark here a bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Woodman's will be rounding change to combat a penny shortage. The chain will begin rounding all cash transactions to the nearest nickel. This differs from Quick Trip's recent change, which rounds all purchases down. Woodman's self-checkout register will also stop accepting cash payments starting December 8th.
Eau Claire will be testing outdoor sirens tomorrow. It'll be happening between 1 and 4 p.m. Altoona sirens will also be tested. Each siren testing could last up to 30 seconds. Officials use those sirens during the threat of severe weather or other emergencies.
Great Rivers United Way is preparing to take over 211 operations in the region. 211 is a crisis call center for anyone struggling with mental health, addiction, or meeting basic needs. After housing the service for the last 20 years, Gunderson Health System will cease 211 operations at the end of the year. Great Rivers will step up to fill that gap.
This is not a switch that you can flip on, so there's a process to getting calls back into this area. That's not going to happen right away, but calls will be answered.
You can contact 211 by calling, texting, or visiting greatrivers211.org.
Still to come tonight, it's Veterans Day.
How they're being honored around the nation and in our region. Coming up next.
Tomorrow on the morning news, a swanky restaurant and bar opens for business. A Sparta holiday tradition is back, and the return of warmer weather when we see you at 5 a.m.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
At Johnson Tractor, we know farming isn't just a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to be your trusted New Holland dealer, delivering top-of-the-line equipment and unmatched support. From the field to the barn, our team is here to keep you running strong with reliable service and expertise you can count on. Johnson Tractor, your New Holland dealer of choice. Visit us today and experience the difference.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher-Laston Exteriors. Our Renewal by Andersen windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation, are skillfully installed by our team and backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. For a limited time, take advantage of 24-month interest-free financing and pay nothing until 2028 on your windows and doors. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Today, commemorations around the country to honor all of America's veterans.
Jared Hill reports from New York City.
President Trump laid a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, marking Veterans Day at Arlington National Cemetery as the nation's commander-in-chief.
We say the words too often left unsaid. Thank you for your service. Thank you very much.
16 million Americans served in World War II. At the memorial in Washington, D.C., a thank you to the 45,000 still alive.
The story of America endures because of their service.
Hello, everybody. Former President Barack Obama surprised these Korean and Vietnam War vets arriving in D.C. on an honor flight from Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, say, can you see?
From rural Iowa to the streets of New York, Americans gathered to salute those who served.
Pretty happily to see the veterans of today who seem like they're in pretty good shape. And it's different than it was years and years and years ago after the Vietnam years.
The Veterans Day Parade here in New York City is billed as the largest commemoration of military veterans in the country. Many of the others this year were canceled, though, part of the fallout from the ongoing government shutdown. The Flag for Every Hero event at California's Riverside National Cemetery was called off without the VA staff to coordinate the logistics of placing nearly 300,000 flags. So a local group stepped up.
And especially being a veteran, it just makes you feel good because it's people appreciating what you did.
Across Europe, ceremonies marked the end of World War I. In Belgium, red poppy flowers dropped onto soldiers and others gathered for the commemoration. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Veterans also being honored for their service across the region. UWL student athletes served them breakfast at the 13th annual Freedom Honor Flight Veterans Day breakfast at the Field House. About 600 volunteers helped set it up. The event was free for all vets and their families.
They like to be recognized, they like to be thanked. We've got all the young kids here that are thanking all the veterans for their service and stuff. So I think it's really one of appreciation. The veterans really thank us for remembering this particular day.
Viterbo President Rick Tritelli gave the keynote address. He served 22 years in the Army.
Crucifixion School in La Crescent honored veterans this morning with a ceremony. Students sang patriotic songs and watched a flag folding ceremony. An active duty service member spoke to the students about the importance of Veterans Day.
It's a very small crowd, less than 6% of Americans have served our country. And so it really is the few. And I think they deserve the attention that comes along with today.
Just be thankful for them and all they've done for us.
The ceremony included the presentation of colors and a moment of silence, followed by taps.
Moments Hospice is hosting multiple ceremonies around the region to honor those who have served our country. Today they visited Creamery Creek in Stoddard and Bay Harbor in La Crescent. The events feature speeches, singing, and individual recognition with certificates and a pinning ceremony.
I just know that this opportunity isn't going to present itself again. But I look around. Tears in my eyes. I thank all of you for letting me serve you as a veteran. Thank you.
Another ceremony will be held Wednesday at Aspen Place in Viroqua and Thursday at Bluffview Memory Care in Holman.
We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Unfortunately, we will have some wind to deal with for Wednesday despite the mild conditions, but the good news going for Thursday and Friday, less wind and potentially 60 degrees. We'll break that all down coming up on your First Warn weather update after the break.
Make your pup look and feel their best at Top Dog. Treat in West Salem, fresh, clean, and oh so soft. They'll strut out looking top dog. Book your grooming appointment today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Get an 11% rebate on your next project at Menards. Update your exterior wall lights with Patriot Lighting. Shop a variety of styles in-store and on Menards.com. Get this night sky outdoor wall light for $21.97 after rebate. Create a relaxing atmosphere with Sylvania's white filament LED light bulbs. They offer a vintage look with modern technology and look great off and on. Now only $444 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options for better water and finances that fit. Contact your local Culligan expert today.
You have Aunt Pam's dried turkey every Thanksgiving. But don't forget, Arby's juicy deep-fried turkey gobbler stuffed with Thanksgiving sides is here all November. Your move, Aunt Pam.
Arby's, we have the meats. It's good to know your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is always there. For generations, we've powered the growth of our community. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever to provide affordable energy you can depend on and keep you connected to what matters most, now and for generations to come. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger. You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Well, the sun remains active right now. We've had what they call CMEs, basically from the sunspots. They're just mass energetic particles that explode from the sun. And if they're in the right side of the sun, they become Earth directed. And we've had a couple of these come through right now. And that's why the storming level went all the way up to 8 to 9, at least at the satellite level too. So it was about a 3-hour really bump. And that's why we've seen the aurora really reddish too, because energetic particles are kind of interacting with the atomic oxygen of the atmosphere. And that's why there's a lot red. There are signs it is beginning to wane, looking at some of the numbers from the satellite. So get out there, because I do think it'll start coming down, obviously, towards sunrise too. But we do have another one potentially coming tomorrow, just depends on timing. Right now, it could hit during the evening hour. Another one, basically another flare went off the sun here today, a pretty big one too. So just keep in mind, we might be able to see it. But for right now, I do think it is going to start waning. It does look like it's going to be coming back down. But it was an impressive sight so far tonight with that. Waking up tomorrow, we're going to be clear skies. We'll have a few high clouds out there. But overall, tomorrow, there's a lot of sunshine. That's a big plus for tomorrow. Unfortunately, we do have a lot of wind behind the system that pushed it to the east, so that may make it feel a little bit less mild than what your temperature will say right now, because we'll see 50. So that'll continue on, but you see all the way through 10, and we're seeing plenty of good skies. So there's your high temperatures for tomorrow. Not much difference from what we saw today, but that wind will be a factor, and it'll be stronger than what we saw for Tuesday. So that's the only bad news for Wednesday. And looking at the wind speeds too, as you wake up, you'll still see 10 to 15, but they really start peak and sustain 15 to 20. It's about late morning to the early afternoon time frame. Once we get to the evening commute, we should be back to that 5 to 10. And we could see gusts during this time frame, late morning to early afternoon, getting up above 30. So that's the only issue that we have going on with Wednesday. Thursday, even better, because our temperatures don't change much, but we'll have far less wind, light winds, plenty of sunshine, a few clouds out there, still mild conditions. In fact, some are getting into the upper 50s, and it gets even better if you like mild temperatures by Friday, because the winds begin to turn around, and I think we will see more 60s going for Friday, especially further south you go. But all in all, a very mild end to the work week, exact opposite of what we're going to see. And this will continue through the weekend as our temperatures, as you note, on Saturday, Potentially getting, it depends right now with cloud cover. It could be going back and forth a little bit, but I do think we will see mid-60s. The record for that day is 70. We won't get that. Neither will Claire, but it will be mild conditions. But we have cloud cover coming in because there is a front coming through. Now, the good news with the front, we're not going to see much in the way of precipitation. Here's your chances for Saturday, and really light chances along 94 or to the north. Most of it's going to stay to the south, at least to the north with the moisture. So it should be dry system coming through, and even by Sunday night, we're still looking at very light chances, and I don't think we'll see much in the way of any precipitation Sunday, as it's going to be dry. So that's the positive, although our temperatures are going to come back down. And if you're talking about precipitation chances, next Monday night into Tuesday, there's a system that's going to be lifting north. We'll have to keep an eye on and see how far north that goes, because that looks like the next chance of rain. But really the weekend is dry, but we do see a pretty good temperature fall on Sunday behind the cold front coming through. But that 46 is about right where we should be, and it pairs in comparison to last weekend when we were in the 30s with wind chills in the teens. So it is a drop, but it's nothing significant as what we saw last weekend. So get out and enjoy all the nice conditions, minus the wind a little bit, because, you know, it might be the last time we see 60 degrees again. Get to that point.
For sure. All right, pleasant days ahead then. Thanks, Greg. And coming up next in sports, conference tourney time. UWL and Viterbo women's volleyball teams with matchups against league foes. Plus, the Badger men's basketball team looking to make some history in game number 3. Jacob is next.
Get up to 15% off and 3-year special financing. The Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
Don't let credit card debt hold you back from living your best life. Transfer your balance to an Ultra Visa credit card and enjoy no balance transfer fees, plus a fixed for life rate as low as 7.99% APR. Get back to what matters most with Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
After high school, I joined Eagle Crest Communities. I did not know what I wanted to do for a career, and I really found a passion for working with our senior population. They care about me just as much as I care about them. Being able to be a part of their day is a really special thing for me, and it's given me a purpose in life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
I'm standing here at the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today, expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
Meet Jim. He loves the holidays. If he could celebrate year-round, he would. While some parts of the holidays can be a bit of a challenge, Jim knows that getting great gifts is no problem because he can easily gift holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery for everyone on his list. With prices starting at $1 and retailers always close by, it's easy to spread joy all around this holiday season. Nice work, Jim.
We know that home is where you can be yourself. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, our competitive rates and personalized local servicing can help find the loan that fits you. Because home is your happy place. Get the loan that fits you. Apply for your home loan with Ultra today.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, making it to state 4 years in a row is a remarkable achievement for any high school athlete, but winning back-to-back state titles is an accomplishment that few ever achieve. News 8 Now's Kate Overton caught up with Hannah Tubbs, who is aiming to accomplish that later this week.
At the pools in Black River Falls, you're likely to find Hannah Tubbs, a senior with an impressive swimming resume.
When I was a freshman, I just wanted to make it to state, and I was really excited when I did. I ended up placing last place, but then I knew to push myself to work harder the next year during my sophomore year to make it back.
Tubbs has qualified for state every year she's been in high school, but this weekend, she's chasing an even bigger goal: defending her title in the 100 freestyle.
I feel like it's a little pressure to defend my title, but I'm also just really excited to swim my last high school swim meet of my senior year.
There may be some pressure, but her coach says Hannah has been on a mission this season with her eyes firmly set on the prize.
This year, she was just cool as a cucumber going into sectionals. And when she's in that mindset, she really can accomplish anything.
Going back to back would be a remarkable achievement, but no matter the outcome, Hannah has already made a lasting legacy in her community.
She really, I think, represents a dream for a lot of those younger swimmers and brings some notoriety to the district.
I will remember most all the friendships that I've made, and my teammates have pushed me to be who I am today. And all my coaches, too, have always pushed me to be work my hardest in practice.
Reporting from Black River Falls, Kate Overton, News 8 Now Sports.
All right, over to some volleyball. V-Hawks of Viterbo hosting the Red Hawks of Indiana Northwest. Home team started off hot. Maddie Connor places it perfectly for Jada Mitchell. She would smack it to the hardwood for the first point. Then later in the set, the Holman grad, Izzy Jar, sends a heater to the defense, and it would go out of play for the kill. Then West Salem's own McKenna Ely got in on the fun, bringing down the hammer here for the points. And on set point, it's Mitchell. She's going to tap it over. Viterbo would win the Battle of the Hawks as they sweep Indiana Northwest and will host the semis on Thursday. UWL volleyball goes on the road and scores an upset in the WIAC tournament quarterfinals. 6th seed takes down 3rd seeded Platteville, so now the Eagles will take on 2 seed Eau Claire Thursday at 7 on the road. All right, Badgers looking to score 90 or more in their first 3 games for the first time ever tonight against Ball State. Great start for Nick Boyd in this one. That right there is his second triple to make it a 9-point lead. A little later, more success from beyond the arc as the Wisconsin native Andrew Rohde is pure from distance. Then the Badgers leading scorer on the night, Nolan Winter, showing off his touch from range to make it a 30-8 ball game. He finished with a game-high 19 in just 20 minutes of action. Badgers don't hit 90, but they do start 3-0 in back-to-back seasons for the first time since 2015 when they last made the Final Four. Well, after he missed yesterday's game against his former team after being traded from the Ravens to the Eagles, Jair Alexander has reportedly decided to step away from football in order to focus on getting right physically and mentally, which could possibly also lead to a retirement. Now, Alexander told the Eagles today, and he is recovering from off-season knee surgery and appeared in just 2 games for the Ravens. He was an All-Pro for the Packers in 2020 and 2022. He was released by Green Bay in June. And it was pretty much a guarantee, but earlier this evening, Pat Murphy was officially named National League Manager of the Year for the 2nd consecutive season. He led the Brewers to a franchise record 97 wins, the best record in the majors, and another NL Central Division title. He becomes just the 3rd manager in either league to win the award in back-to-back years, joining Bobby Cox and Kevin Cash. So a good achievement right there for Pat Murphy. And beyond that, he is just a great guy as well. We've all seen the clips of him just being a great human and just nobody better to win them.
Honestly, one of the best hires in all of sports history to lose a guy like Craig Counsell and then immediately have a guy who exceeds expectations by such a degree.
And he knows when to push his players too. I mean, he's not just an easygoing coach all the time. He knows when to push the right buttons. So hats off to him. It's great to have him in Milwaukee. That's
sure is.
Congrats.
Thanks, Jacob.
All right, more news right after this.
Get the bathroom you deserve at a price you can afford. Maxwell White Plumbing provides free estimates, quality materials, and expert installation. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Seal and Scarpaland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Ava, let's go.
Try it on.
The shortest distance between two people is a smile. That's why we're committed to fighting hunger in our communities until everyone has a reason to smile. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
We were in the beginning process of figuring out what we wanted to do to remodel 2 bathrooms. It was so helpful to be able to walk into the trailer and feel like you can envision that in your own home.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Iguanas are falling from trees in Florida, and it's all because of a sudden cold snap.
And wildlife experts say frigid temperatures can send the reptiles into a stunned condition, which causes them to lose control of their muscles and sometimes fall out of trees. The iguanas are not dead, they're just briefly paralyzed. The Wildlife Conservation Commission says frozen iguanas should be left alone until they recover and run off. Residents have taken photos of these iguanas on both the east and west coast of Florida.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad we have this information out. I wouldn't know anything about that. I would think they're dead.
Yeah, Greg was telling us about the weather stuff that allows this situation to happen. But if I'm just walking across the street and seeing it, I wouldn't know. I would think it was just dead.
No, I would see it as an opportunity to get a free pet iguana if they knew that, hey, they're just in a temporary state right now. But then when they
easy to wrangle.
Yeah, you can bring it back home and get a pet for yourself. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app.
Get up to 15% off and 3-year special financing. The Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture.
Help your pup feel their best with water therapy at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our heated pool is perfect for recovery, mobility, and gentle exercise. Book your dog's splash session today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our Renewal by Andersen windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation, are skillfully installed by our team and backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. For a limited time, take advantage of 24-month interest-free financing and pay nothing until 2028 on your windows and doors. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend. So happy together. And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.15 members-only incentive.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We see you out there, making your own kind of magic.
Oh my goodness!
From the unique gifts you give to the one-of-a-kind ways you celebrate. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you put your plans into action with great prices on top brands, so you can give the best presents without breaking the bank.
It's Mom!
And bring a little more joy to your world.
He's so cute.
Best Christmas ever?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
All right, stormy levels are starting to come down, it looks like. So still an opportunity to see the aurora. We do have another opportunity tomorrow night. We'll keep you in tune on how that plans out. Otherwise, enjoy the mile stretch. Yes, 60s are back Friday and especially Saturday. Get out and enjoy it because it might be the last time we see 60. You never know.
Send in all your Northern Lights picks to Ken specifically.
That's right.
And Jacob
we want to
too.
see them.
Bring them over.
We'll put them on our Facebook. That'll do it for us tonight.
Well, have a good one.